it's Carli and welcome back to my channel. Guys, oh my gosh, this is my first video on my new camera. I'm so excited about this. I have been saving up for so long and I finally got myself the Canon EOS 77D, which I'm recording on right now. I'm so excited about it. I hope you guys can tell the quality is better. I can use my phone now in my videos. You guys can see this is the phone. This is what my YouTube has been up until this point, but we have upgraded. I'm so excited about it. As you can tell, I'll try to calm down, relax a little bit, chill into the video, but it might be kind of hard. I'm very excited. I have a viewfinder now, which is really crazy because before I never knew what I was looking at. I was always like just crossing my fingers that it was like in focus and looking at me and that everything was going good in the frame, but now I can see I'm in frame. How fun. You guys are also gonna have to let me know if the sound quality is okay because I don't have a microphone right now and I don't know if I need one or not. I don't know how good the quality of sound the camera picks up is. So please let me know down below if that's something I should invest in the future. I'd love to hear back from you guys. How does it look? Is there something I should change? Is the lighting bad? I'm just using my ring light right now, which I hope in the future to get box lights, but that's gonna be way in the future. But let me know. Feedback, I'd love to hear it. I keep having to adjust the camera because my beanbag chair keeps sinking down, so I keep having to move it further down. So I hope you can see. So today's video is a recap on my first year of online high school. So in case you don't know, I just finished up my first year ever of online high school as a freshman. So up until now, I have been public schooled my entire life, you know, brick and mortar, the whole ordeal, middle schools, changing classes, teachers, drama, all that. And this year I went to Texas Connections Academy. It is run through Connections Academy, and from what I've heard, it's an international school. It's not available everywhere, but it is available in most places. And this was my first year trying it out. So I'm going to answer some questions I've gotten about the year as a whole, what my experience was like, am I coming back? All your questions and more will be answered in today's video. So first, the biggest question, what do I like better? Online school or brick and mortar school? I'm going to say I like online school a whole lot more. And here's why. The first reason and the biggest reason for me personally is that there is no homework, which I really love and I really cherish because I have my evenings back. I'm not like stressed doing homework because your schoolwork basically is your homework if you want to think of it like that, it's just you do your work, like you do your school all day and you don't have to do more school later. It's awesome. Like I get to actually like have dinner or watch Netflix with my mom at night. I get to, you know, like stay up later watching YouTube videos if I want to, which is not the best idea, but I mean I could if I wanted to. So I really value that because it's just a whole layer of stress taken away from my life. The next biggest thing, and which is really what drew me to the school, was that I get flexible hours. So I can wake up really early if I'm feeling it, if I need to, you know, go somewhere later in the day, or if I need to go somewhere in the morning, I can do it late at night, or if I'm busy all day, I can work, you know, before or after the day before, the day after that day, and I don't have to do school like for an entire day if I like am busy or if I'm tired or if it's the day of an audition, something like that. So that's really valuable, especially as an actress, to be able to like take time off or to be able to move around my schedule to accommodate my needs. Another thing is that there's less stress about tests, which I didn't even realize until I compared this year to last year, and I realized like I haven't stressed about like any test. Like I used to like build up this anxiety in my head and now I just take them. Like there's a standardized test in the state of Texas called the STAR test. It's the state of Texas Assessment of Academic Readiness, and it's a big standardized test. You have to go to a facility and take this test, and it's a whole ordeal, and like I literally didn't think about it, didn't cross my mind till like the day before. Like I was totally chill and it was a totally easy experience. I wasn't freaking out. It wasn't like over the top big, nothing. It was so easy. I was like, wow, I really appreciate this. You get to work in a comfortable environment. Most days I would just stay in my PJs all day. You can wrap yourself up in a burrito blanket and like do your school. You can like do your reading in your bed, which I wouldn't recommend because I've fallen asleep several times. Eat whenever you want. If you're hungry, you can go get a snack and study. It's just getting to work in the comfort of your own home really has a lot of benefits. Another thing is that you get to develop like actually practical skills that are used in today's business environment, such as using emails and phone calls. Like I probably send upwards of like, you know, 5 to 10 emails every day, which is probably more than you would send at like a brick and mortar school, and I make phone calls like every day. I'm really communicating and using, you know, technology to communicate with my teachers, and that's actually how you communicate in today's like business environment. You know, you're always sending emails. I know how to send professional emails and call and really communicate efficiently, which is really needed because, you know, with the mass globalization, people are so spread out. You need to know how to contact people on a whim, so I can do that now. And also you become really comfortable using like Microsoft Office, like Word, and making spreadsheets and using PowerPoint. You know, no one in business uses like trifolds and like puts paper and no, everything's on PowerPoint. I've made, you know, probably between 10 and 20 PowerPoints this year. I can make one like in a heartbeat and know how to make them look professional and nice, and that's a really valuable skill in today's business environment. Like my mom has a small business, and whenever she hires people to work in her office, she always asks, do you know the basics of Office, Microsoft Office? And if they don't, they most likely won't get the job, and I know how to use that stuff so easy now because I use it for school. So those are the main reasons for me why I prefer online to brick and mortar. There's probably some more that I forgot, but those are the big ones. Next, am I going back? Yes, I am going to attend Texas Connections Academy again this coming fall, and hopefully I will continue there till I graduate. I don't ever see myself going back to public school at this point. I just really have fallen in love with online school, and the schedule and lifestyle I've become accustomed to over these past few months has been amazing, and I really hope to stick with it. Okay, now I'm going to touch on some things that I miss from brick and mortar school. The biggest thing, of course, is social interaction. Now, I do get lots of social interaction because I'm very active in my community as an actress. I'm in all kinds of shows and theaters and classes and all kinds of workshops, and so I'm seeing people on a daily basis, but I'm seeing people in a more professional environment. It's not really a place where I can like hang out and be like, hey friend, what's up? I'm in like a rehearsal type area where I have to be attentive and listen and focus and be professional, and there's not much room for, you know, like making friends or connecting or like goofing off and being relaxed, which you would get at a regular brick and mortar school. Wow, I can't form a sentence. The next thing has both positive and negative attributes to it, and that is waiting for feedback from teachers. So, you know, in a brick and mortar school, you can raise your hand and get an answer instantaneously. You know, find out the answer to your question, you get it, and you move on with your life. But like in online school, if you have a question, you have to webmail your teacher, wait for a response, or call them and get their voicemail, and you have to wait. Which, the good part of that is that you usually end up figuring out the answer by yourself, and then you're able to understand it better, because if you have to like actually go and search for the answer, figure it out, and then you put it together in your brain, you end up understanding it more than if you were to just get the answer from someone else and copy that down. And so by the time your teachers get back to you, you usually already have figured it out. So that is a good thing about it, but if it is something that's really nagging you and you can't figure it out, and it's like holding you back and you can't move on until you answer this question, that's really frustrating because you're having to wait there for them to respond. You usually have to move on to something else, but that usually is a good thing because you usually end up figuring out yourself. I just don't like to wait. The last thing also has its ups and its downs, and that is that there's no due dates. So the way that my school runs is that on the start of the semester date, they give you all of the lessons for the entire semester, and they say these are due on this date, and here you go. And that doesn't really work well for me. I work best like under pressure or with due dates, specific times and guidelines and structure. So when I'm just kind of given everything at one point, I'm like, So I find that there's some days where I just like wouldn't do any school. I was just like, oh, I'm just not feeling it today. And that doesn't work very well because by the last few weeks of every semester, I was like, So I'm going to set up a plan for myself next year so that that doesn't happen. I'm going to set due dates for myself. I'm going to see how many lessons I have for the entire semester and how many days I have to do them, and see, okay, I should have this many lessons done by this date, this many lessons done by this day. Hopefully that'll help me visualize it a little more and see how much longer I have. Hopefully that institutes some pressure so I can work a little bit more. Hopefully that works, and if it does, I'll let you guys know. Okay, that's my comparison from this year to all my previous years of schooling. If you have any other questions about my experience, my first year of online school, please let me know down below. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions, and that's that. And now into my weekly favorites. So my song of the week is going to be I Like It by Cardi B with all of those other people. There's like a lot of people on that song, but I really like that song. It's like an old song, but the Cardi B adds like a new fresh flavor to it, and it's kind of fun. And I have to say, I do like Cardi B. I like her voice. I'm a fan. I'm a stan. I like the plan. I don't know. And my top tuber is going to be Ashlyn Duval. I think she's been a top tuber of mine before, but I'm not quite sure. I follow her on Instagram too, and she just seems like super cool and super nice. I love her videos and her content, and I relate to her a lot because we make very similar videos. We're very similar in age, and our YouTube channels are very similar. So I love her content, and we should like collab sometime. If you're watching this, I don't know if she watches my videos or not, but she follows me on Instagram, so I don't know. Be sure to follow me on all my social medias. My handles will be linked down below. As always, I hope you're having a great day, and with that, see ya!